Hi, my name is David Dutton, and I'm the animator for 8-Bit Cinema. So this month is Batman month on CineFix. So of course on 8-Bit Cinema we're going to do a Batman movie, which is awesome for me because it scratches off my list to do one of our most requested movies on our comment list. I can't tell you which Batman movie, but it's one of the greatest Batman movies. And I know what you're thinking, yeah, there's a Nintendo game already of Batman, and I could just make it just like that. But I want to stray away from that game altogether, and I decided to base this movie off of The Legend of Zelda, which is completely different than the original Batman game, because that game is side-scrolling and Legend of Zelda is bird's-eye view, adventure game. There'll be no comparison. For now, let's watch me turn Link into Batman. Welcome to the 8-Bit Station. First thing we're going to do is play an emulator game of Link to the Past, and from there I'm going to grab a picture of Link as a reference.
And I want to say that I realize this is A Link to the Past, which is a Super Nintendo game, but 8-Bit is just the name of our show, and consider it as an idiom, kind of like Friday the 13th. Not every Friday the 13th movie took place on that date. Okay, and here goes Link. Perfect. So let's take a screenshot and use him as our reference.
The next thing we do is open up Photoshop. Sometimes I use Illustrator. For the most part, I like flying through with Photoshop.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do is make our brush. So we make a small perfect square, and then we take the paint bucket, fill it in with black, and then we set it to a preset brush. So anytime we need it, we have this perfect pixel square. So let's go ahead and select our new pixel square and take it for a run. And a few dots, just kind of test it out. They look perfect. You can change the size. You always set the size of your pixel to what you're trying to emulate. And be sure to use the pen tool. If you use the brush like I am now, you'll notice that the sides are aliased, and you don't want that. We want perfect hard edges. These fuzzy aliased edges that the brush does will give it kind of a messy look, and we want this really clean, pixelated, computerized look. Okay, on to the good stuff. So I brought in this reference photo of Batman in his armor, and I ink dropped that dark gray, and I'm going to start filling in Link until it looks like close to that armor over there. Okay, it's looking pretty good, and I'm going to start marking in some details. Now, you don't want to do too many details, or your sprite can start looking very messy. These things were very minimal, so just enough to accent what you're trying to make it look like, because you don't want to do too much or it'll look nothing like you want it to. And let's add in some of Batman's trademark bat ears, take out Link's elf ears on the side. So these ears on top are looking pretty big, but I'm going to go ahead and move with it, duplicate it, flip it around. I'll shave these down in a little bit, I think. Okay, so let's clean up the edges here. Again, you want to keep the edges as clean as possible. And let's move on to the cape. And I think I'm going to take a lighter color from this Batman reference photo and use it for the cape and the bat emblem. Let's put that over here on the chest. Remember, not too detailed or it could start looking very sloppy. Alright, so that looks pretty good from this size, and I'll be really happy with that moving around a map.
So we got Batman now. Please return on Friday and check out the full animation of our 8-Bit Cinema Batman episode.